Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Real Madrid has just defeated Celta Vigo, 5 goals to 2 to advance in the Copa del Rey, and I cannot be more confused and disoriented. Because listen, I love my team, but I'm here to tell you guys exactly how it is, and that was not a convincing win. The scoreline will tell you something different because the scoreline is 5-2, right? Fucking looks amazing on paper. It looks amazing. If you didn't watch that game, you'd be like, crap, we just we just schooled these motherfuckers. We did not. So first of all, let me start off with the positives, right? So Raul Asensio started. Immediately you saw that, and yes, he did make a mistake to give them a penalty in minute 90. We'll talk about that in a bit. But you immediately saw that he was better in that position than Chouameni was, right? He made the proper decision, right? If he had a blasted ball, he blasted him. If he was able to play it from the back, he played it from the back. He was tracking his person a lot better. Obviously, with that one with the penalty, he didn't track him. That's why he had to commit the penalty in the first place. But you know what? That's one mistake out of an otherwise flawless game, right? Now it could have ended a lot differently, but still. You could just you could just see it. He's just much better in that role because that's his position, right? Makes sense, right? Which brings me to the other one, which is Chouameni. Chouameni today had an amazing game. He was winning ball back. He was making tackles. He was making runs. He was doing everything, and that brings up the point that I was trying to say to you guys the other day, where he's an amazing player, man. He's just has not been. He just constantly this season has not been put in a position to succeed. He just has not been in that situation. And to be honest, with that, as much as I love Ancelotti, you gotta put that blame on him, right? Because the beginning of the match, and it did stop eventually, right? But every time this kid touched the ball, every time Chouamani was on the ball, the Bernabeu just whistled, right, and booed, and it's horrible, right? Like now in a club like that, you're gonna expect it if you deserve it. Honestly, we've seen Cristiano Ronaldo, we've seen Ronaldo Nazario, Zidane get booed, Benzema get booed, right? But to me, like this one hit different, man, because I just don't think Chouamani deserves it. Like he's constantly been put in a position where he's not comfortable, right? Over and over and over again, even when it's clear that he's not comfortable in that position. What do you expect to happen, man? But look at today, like amazing game, right? But he's put in his actual position, so of course he's put into in a position to succeed. Of course he did it, right? So he had an amazing game. Mbappe for 2 games in a row now, he's shown glimpses of being the Mbappe of past, right? So I have nothing but positive things to say about him. His goal was amazing. Um, he's taking people on, he's getting through the people, and he's starting to make better decisions in the final half. So just overall great performance by Mbappe, right? Same thing for Vinny. Vinny was great a few times. He touched the ball one more time, like one more extra time than I thought he should have, right? But overall great performance by him too. um the thing that I don't understand about the starting lineup is why he still started Brahim Diaz over Arda Güler. Now it's not that Brahim had a bad game, but Arda Güler when he came on, he was doing more than Brahim. And to be honest, season thus far, and mind you, we're in January. Every time Güler has come onto the pitch, he's done something, right? Which is something I can't really say for Brahim. So I still don't know. I still don't know why he's still not starting him, right? As far as footballing terms go, or footballing reasons, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Arda Güler definitely deserves more playing time. Now, as to why it was not an impressive win, we won 5-2 in extra time. Bro, minute 80, we were up 2-0. How the hell does it go into extra time? Like, we can't be doing that shit. We can't allow it. If it was a league match, we would have dropped 2 points, right? If it was a Champions League match, at least back in the old format, you know, that would have been 2 goals away from home. Like we can't do that, man. That's the type of stuff that Barcelona was doing in the past 2 months, right? Where they were scoring goals, but for some reason they just kept on losing them again and again and again, and it flipped. The script flipped because now that's us. I do not understand how the hell we got in that position, right? Now, I do kind of blame it on the players like Vinny. When if you guys saw, he had a nice attempted chip, right? It got cleared right off the line by the defender, but And it's not that it was a bad shot, man. It was honestly a good shot. It was something that it would have been beautiful if it went in. But the thing is, I feel like he could have just taken a straighter shot around the keeper. Now, if we were already up 3-0, then go ahead and go for the fancy chip. But when you're up 2 goals to nil, at that point it's a breaking point, right? Because if you score, then you're up by 3 goals to nil, and you're more than likely gonna win the match, right? But if the other team scores, it's 2-1. And then if the other team scores, then it's 2-1. Then they're in the driver's seat because they have that momentum going for them. And you never know how it's going to end. And that's exactly what fucking happened. That's exactly what happened. And, bro, like, if it's a 5-2 to win, into the next round. But to be honest, man, as a diehard Madrid fan, I I did not like the way that we won this match. I just didn't like it, right? All 3 goals in the extra time were bangers, right? Bangers, 2 bangers by Endrick, and one of them was a banger, not from long distance, but he backheeled it. A lot of people in the way. It went through 2 defenders and the goalkeeper. You just gotta be ballsy to do that move, man. You just gotta be ballsy. So I'll give him credit for that. And he had a banger outside the box, and so did Valverde, right? So great goals, but it should have never gotten to the point where we needed to score those goals in the second half of extra time. It should not have gotten to that point. And bro, like we're getting lucky that it's Celta Vigo, man. Because honestly, if this was Barcelona that we faced in a Super Cup, it would have gone exactly the same way. We might not have even scored. They might have been 5-0. But we can't keep playing like this, man. And it's I don't know. I don't know, man. On paper, we should honestly be the best team in the world, right? With the exception of the defense and the defensive issues that we have. But it's not looking that way, man. And now, to be honest, that we're getting into this part of the season where all the competitions come into play. Now, don't get me wrong, a trophy's a trophy. But I would much rather lose a Super Cup that we lost against Barcelona, although not in that fat. There's ways that you could lose a match. If it was a close match, if it was a 2-1 victory to Barcelona and we fought and we played well, I not to say I'd be content, but I'd be like, okay, you know what, whatever, it happens, right? But it's the manner that we lost that just pissed me off so much. Now you're not gonna win every single trophy, you're not gonna win every final. That's fine. Yeah, I'd rather lose that one than anything else. But with it being into this part of the season where everything's coming in, the Champions League is coming back. We started playing in the Copa del Rey, right? We still have the La Liga to fight for because we're not clear cut favorites in any one of them, so we have to fight every single match. Like we can't be doing shit like that. We can't just let go of leads and play sloppily and play honestly kind of, show offy when we're up by 1 or 2 goals. Because we're not just automatically gonna win matches because we're Real Madrid. We're gonna win matches because, and it's gonna sound weird, we're not going to win matches because we're Real Madrid, but we are going to win matches because we are Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But yeah, guys. Quick reaction video to that match. I honestly don't have much to say. Um, it's if it was a dominant 5-2 match, I'd be up here way happier, talking shit. But it wasn't a clear-cut win. And to me, the 5-2 is the scoreboard is lying to you. It was not that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. And even if Madrid played better for the majority of the match, which they did, it never justifies dropping, giving away 2 goals in the final 10 minutes. It doesn't, and it put us in a situation where we shouldn't have been in, going into extra time and just putting more minutes on these players' legs. Like Vinny was dying by the time he got by the time he got subbed out, bro. And yeah, man, just we gotta look better. We just gotta do better overall everywhere on the pitch, man. Like it's yeah, man. But how do you guys see the season going? Jesus, sorry. How do you guys see the season going? How do you think it's going to end? Or how many trophies are we going to win, baby? I mean, we already got 2 in the books. I remember this year we have another one because of the actual Club World Cup. We won the Intercontinental trophy, but it's not the same thing anymore. That's why Man City still keeps their badge. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Latest.